Dr. Joshua Kolawole. I'm a global transformational leadership trainer. And today you're joining me on the topic, the interplay of time. I want to discuss the interplay of the past, the present, and the future. I I started brooding over it a couple of weeks ago to see how these impact the transformational journey in each and everyone's life. I'd written in my book, Transforming the Impossible. If you have not seen it, you really need to grab a copy. Transforming the Impossible, I wrote there that transformational minds seek out Kairos moment. They work diligently, consistently within the Chronos, which is the regular time, but they are willing to align with the Kairos moment that actually brings about leaping. Now, because a transforming mind works with Kairos moment, then it brings to bear the importance of the interplay of our past, our present, and our future. I want you to know that in your mind, the three are actually synced together. And how do I mean? For us on the physical realm, we see the past as yesterday and beyond, yesterday, our present as today, and then the future as tomorrow and beyond, right? But in your mind, the three are integrated together. I will give you an example. So a couple of years ago, I got a ticket, and there was a way I could have actually walked up to the city maybe a couple of days before it reflects on my account, and I'll work with them to ensure that it does not reflect on my account. I'll make some payment, maybe extra charges, fines, and then that would actually make it not reflect on my maybe my record, something like that. But something kept telling me that, look, even if you work with the city and you're able to take it off, it will never leave the record of your mind that you actually have gotten a ticket before. So the gist is not about the record, the physical human record. It's actually about the record in your mind. So in my mind, the integral of my past, my present, and my future is synced together. Now, the representation of the future that I have, the imagery and the video of the future that I'm looking at, is actually what determines what choices I make in the present. And it also determines the second critical part of our life, which I really need us to pay attention to, the framing of our past. We've all, at one point and the other, have some gaffes, errors, mistakes in our past, or maybe some inadequacies, things that life bestowed on us, lemons that were thrown at us and that we had to deal with, right? And the reality about these things is that they could determine how we frame our present and how we frame our future. But one crucial goal I want to sell to us today as a transforming mind, as someone who's passionate about the journey of transformation, is that I need you to reconstruct the memory of your past and bring to bear gratitude, bring to bear the capacity to bring joy out of that pain. I listen to Myron Golden a lot. He's a guy who's got polio in early age of his life, and of course got several other challenges along his life. And he said he is grateful to the point now that he wished if he had not had the polio, he probably may not be making waves as we speak. So that's a proper reframing or reconstruction of what had happened to you in the past. The same thing that could have seeked to tear you down, bring you down, could actually be the same thing you would leverage to say took you to glory, took you to excellence, took you to pursue character, strength. That's the same safeguarding that would help you. I listened to a preacher a lot who once said, I don't respect leaders who have not failed before. I respect leaders who have failed and they are humble enough to recover. I love leaders who have actually tested failure. They are humble enough to seek for right standing, and they sought the right standing and they stood. Unlike leaders who have always seen themselves on the side of character all the days of their life, it brings to bear some part of them that really may not be able to deal with issues. Now, I'm saying leaders should go and fall intentionally. No, that's not the message. The message is that in case you had fallen, it's time to balance it out and then use that failure mode in the past, reconstruct that memory and make it a great thing for your present. So what I am saying in essence is this. We have an interplay of the past, the present, and the future. You can choose to see them as three individual components and then make decisions based on them and allow your past to hold you down. You know the people they call the victim of war. They are the people who are not able to let go of what they saw during the war. Even though they survived, some of them died. So some actually survived physically, but they are dead because the atrocity, the evil that happened during the war had trapped down the soul, the mind of some people, that they are not readily able to move past it. Hence, of course, the concept of PTSD, right? But the most important thing is you can choose to settle your past as an individual component, or choose to use your present to reconstruct your past. Now, in the reconstruction, you reconstruct it with the concept of peace, of joy, and of gratitude. And that's what the message I want you to. Whatever you had gone through in the past, reconstruct it to mean strength. Reconstruct it to bring strength out of you. Reconstruct it to bring joy. Leverage it to say, that is why I'm standing, and I'm still standing tall. I'm standing with my head high. It's the reconstruction of the past that actually helps you in your present to be able to build a clear future. Now, when you have reconstructed your past properly, now you know I'm talking about the integral of the three scenario, the three spectrum of time. In your present, make sure you're not using your present to determine your future. What you should do in essence is create a video, a picture of your transformed future. You want to live in a house that is worth $5 million. Create that picture, how you will move up and down. Now create a plan between your present and how you want to get to that transformed future. Look at that picture every day, talk about it, build yourself, improve your capacity, do everything daily in alignment with that picture you have created. So what I'm saying is that future will now determine how you would start investing. Even the quality of investment you would actually have to do, because you know some rate of investment will not get you to a house of $5 million. Then you have to start making choices that would align. It will impact the quality of seminars you will go. It will determine the kind of, even let's say in the religious spectrum, it will determine the kind of even preachers you will listen to, because you want to be able to hear words, because faith, the capacity to transform, comes by hearing, and hearing, that word you keep hearing is what enable your mind to build stronger capacity. That hearing opens up your thinking ability and expands the horizon around you and making you see the clear picture of what you have for your future. So what I am saying is integrate the three together, use the present to reconstruct the past, ensure that you use the present to now create a future transformed self that you're looking at in your mind, that you're focused on daily, that consistently you're pursuing. And as you pursue that consistently, it helps you to work diligently towards that. My goal as a transformational leadership trainer is to get people to create that future self that is based on their improved competence, improved character, improved consistency, improved compassionate nature, that is born out of strength of courage with a great clarity of purpose, and they're ready to do this consistently until they're able to achieve that goal. So I need you to visualize the goal. I need you to do it consistently and to be able to achieve it. So this is the picture, the interplay of past, present, and future. It's in your hand. You always have the present moment, that is today. Your past would always be the last 2 minutes, the last 1 minute, the last day, the last month, the last week, the last year. But you can choose to reconstruct every bad thing or evil thing that happened to you and leverage that pain to push yourself to greatness. You can choose to build into the future and create a future transformed self that is filled with excellence of character, excellence of competence, excellence of compassion, excellence of courage, excellence of clarity of purpose, and then excellence of you button that new you consistently. So the goal for me as a transformational leadership trainer is to ensure that whatever you put in place, you do it consistently. That is the key. That is the key to excellence, and that is the drive. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Dr. Joshua Kolawole from Valdymas Intelligence. Bye.